Hello everyone, welcome to our channel once again. Please leave a like on this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates, and also leave a comment to express your thoughts on this. Kano State Governor Abdullahi Ganduje has issued a stern warning to commercial banks operating in the state, threatening to destroy any bank that refuses to accept the old 500 Naira and 1000 Naira notes. The governor gave the word of caution on Friday during his inspection of palliatives meant for distribution to the citizens to cushion the effects of the hardship caused by the cashless policy. Any bank that refuses to accept old 500 Naira and 1000 Naira notes will be destroyed. We will not tolerate such disobedience from any financial institution operating within our jurisdiction, he stated. Governor Ganduje further disclosed that the space of the destroyed banks will be used for building schools. We will convert the space of the destroyed banks into schools that will provide quality education for our children. Governor Ganduje's spokesperson, Abba Anwar, defended the governor's statement, stating that the state government has the power to take such measures to protect the interests of the citizens. Anwar said the governor is not making an empty threat. The government has the power to take such measures if it is in the best interest of the people. The governor is determined to ensure that the people of Kano State do not suffer any undue hardship as a result of the cashless policy. As at the time of filing this report, none of the commercial banks operating in Kano State has made any official statement regarding the governor's threat. In conclusion, the governor's stance on the issue of accepting old Naira notes has caused a lot of controversies, and it remains to be seen if the commercial banks will yield to his demand of face.
Wow. Ganduje giving orders to bank to collect the old Naira notes, the 500 and the 1000 Naira notes. As far as I'm concerned, it's not right. The Mr. President has given an order, and his order is a stance. Nobody has the right to overrule the order given by Mr. President. That is just it. Now, the state has no power to control the bank, to regulate the bank operation. It is the central bank that has such power, and the Mr. President also have such power, to give orders. Now, yes, there are crises of shortage of naira, caused by the redesigned 200, 500, and 1000 naira by Mr. President. Yes, it's obvious that the northern governors are not pleased with Mr. President uh, order, the time frame given by Mr. President and Central Bank of Nigeria, the time frame given to swap the old Naira note for the new one, and not only they are not only that, the new Naira note are not even available to access. So this is the first time in the history of Nigeria, that we hear that there's what is called, a Naira, currency scarcity, that you cannot have access to your money. Even when you go to the banking hall, there is no money to dispense in the ATM. There is no money from the counter. So people who have the old naira cannot spend it. Yes, Nigeria is facing a serious, crisis, currency crisis, scarcity of currency. But I don't think it's enough for a governor of a state to flog the presidential order and order banks in the state to disobey the presidential order. I don't think it's right. The best they will do is that they should patiently wait for the Supreme Court judgment to see what is going to happen here. Yes, the president body language is showing that he's not interested in whatever the Supreme Court judgment is going to be, because he has given his order, and even when the Supreme Court has given an order of stay that the old Naira note should still be in circulation pending when the judgment they will give judgment on February 22. The Mr. President on Thursday came out to announce to Nigerians and give reasons why this order should, this is Naira should not be in circulation. And he has also asked the central bank to release back the 200 naira notes into circulation to April 10. That is 90 days specs. But this didn't go down well. And the governors of the northern states, the governors from the APC governors from the north, are not taking this easily, and they are ready to dear Mr. President. But will this really work? Will the bank obey, the governors and put their self at risk by losing money? Because if they decide to transact business with old Naira notes, then the central bank, maybe they can know how to redeem it from the bank, from the central bank, but the central bank has given an order that people should take their money to central bank to redeem, not even the commercial bank. That is the order. And the president has given an order. Now governors are coming to counter the order of the president in a democratic republic, in a country. I don't know how this is going to work, because a governor does not have such power to do that. Does not have such power to do that. Even the bank in their state, they have no power over them. They take directive from the central bank, and the central bank has given orders. So this is, as far as I'm concerned, is a tough one for the banks in those states. So that is exactly what I'm saying here. Now, let's look at the body language of Mr. President concerning this, stay order given by Supreme Court. The federal government flopped the order, and the president has given his own directive, and his directive of the president is final. This is to show that the APC-led government, President Muhammad Buhari, does not even have regard for rule of law. That is just it. It doesn't have regard for rule of law. So the judiciary, I think it's only the poor men, the poor people that suffer from the hand of the judiciary. When you get to these places where the judiciary is supposed to have power and exercise it, it's been ignored, including even the state governors also ignore those orders. Parasector like EFCC and ICPC ignored the court orders. So this has brought us to a state where the common man has lost hope. The common man have no hope in the judiciary. That is just it. If a Supreme Court order is given and the president ignore it, I don't know how that's what example the Mr. President is setting for the young people. For the young people. Now, the president has flopped the order, and the president word stands. The central bank is going to implement everything that Mr. President has said concerning the redesign note. Now the governors of state are countering the order of the president. So who will the bank obey? The banks, are they going to obey the federal government, the CBN directive, or obey the governor's directive? And disobey the governor's directive and risk their bank being destroyed. So those are the things we look at here. And when you ask me, now who I go ask? So the banks in the north, who are they going to obey? Is it the central bank directive or the directive from the governor? These are the questions we have no answer to. Please, thank you for tuning in. I would like you to feel free to comment below. Let's know your thoughts concerning this, and also subscribe to our channel for updates on this and more to come. Thank you.